So today, before we start, just grab a folded bed sheet or a blanket or something. We'll use it to keep it between our legs for some postures later in the class. So go ahead and grab what you need. Any thick sheet, yeah. We will be focusing on some stretch around the knee and ankle, where we'll use this to keep between our legs maybe when we sit. Yes, to use it like this. So depending on how thick you might need, even one or two thinner ones is also fine. Depending on our ankle flexibility, we may or may not need it, but we'll see later. Yeah, just to be able to sit on it in between with the feet coming to the side. Yeah. If that's okay, we'll try it later. You can leave it on the side for now and come into any comfortable seated posture. Let's begin our practice. Sit with your eyes closed. Bring all that awareness, that attention back inward. Starting with the body awareness. Move your attention to the legs. Become aware of each part from the toes. As you become aware, you start bringing an activeness in the muscles. Check if the legs are heavy, passive, or you are clenching if the muscles are overactive. You can use your breath as well. As you breathe in, feel that there is a lightness in all the muscles, an expansive, upward feeling, as if you're about to move the legs. As you breathe out, releasing any clenching, holding, that little bit of a downward energy, relaxing the muscles. So maintaining that perfect balance in the legs, buttocks. Now slowly move your attention up the muscles on the back. When the muscles are perfectly active, you hold the back straight. Spine lengthened, sitting tall. So become aware of the lower back, middle back, upper back and shoulder blades, and even the belly and the chest. Activeness in each of the muscles will contribute to holding the body light and easy. Move your awareness to your arms and hands. Are they passive? Your hands pressing into the knees. Can you bring that activeness? As if you're about to move the arms, you're not really moving them much. Just feeling that you're about to lift them, bringing that lightness. A very gentle touch between your hands and the legs. Bring that same quality of activeness to your face. Just feeling that you're about to smile. Can you notice that subtle difference? Neither are you fully smiling and grinning, nor are you passive in the face. Now, can you remain aware of the whole body, all parts? Being active in the muscles so that the body feels light, comfortable. And whenever needed, use the breath to bring that lightness. Full body awareness, breath awareness helps us maintain that perfect activeness in the body. This active state is what makes us feel comfortable enough to enjoy either the posture that you're sitting in or whatever you're doing with the body. Because the mind also is in that perfect state of activeness. What we do with the body reflects on the mind. What we do with the mind reflects on the body. So even the mental state will neither be dull, lethargic, nor overactive and distracted. Simply being present with the breathing, with awareness of all of the body parts. Tell yourself that you will remain with the full body awareness, breath awareness, to maintain that activeness throughout the practice today. And remind yourself that by maintaining that perfect activeness, you will enjoy every part of the practice. Even when you are challenging the body, trying to stay active in all parts, aware of the breath, will make the practice effortless, will allow you to find ease mentally, physically. Now, with these intentions, let us chant 3 rounds of Omkara. Exhale. Take a relaxed breath in for the first Om chant. Om. Check if you're still maintaining that activeness. Now bringing your palms together, you can rub them actively. A lot of active today in my words. Now cup your eyes, take a few seconds to slowly blink your eyes open. Let's begin. Today, just interlock your fingers, flip them down, and breathing in, raise your arms up, lengthening upward. Feel Feel that every muscle, even in the legs, is supporting you in that upward stretch through the torso, along the spine, even through the arms. Check if your shoulders are pressing against the ears. Make sure there's enough room for the neck to move. If needed, you can keep the elbows slightly bent, that's fine. Now gently see if you can take the hand even behind the head. Maintain that activeness without clenching through all parts. 3, relaxed breathing. 2, 1. Gently releasing. Now interlock your fingers behind from below. See if you can rotate and round the shoulders open and raise the hands even behind. Trying to straighten the elbows as much as you can. Just feel that as you breathe in, you're allowing the chest to open up a little more. And as you breathe out, you can just lean forward, allowing the hands to come up. Stay there. Observe if you're clenching anywhere. Relax. Stay active. And as you breathe in, coming back up, release the arms. Now you can release the arms. Now let's move the wrists and fingers. Interlock your fingers in front of you. Breathe in. As you breathe out, flipping the palms forward. Breathe in, center. Breathe out, flip from up. A different movement for the wrists. Breathe in, center. Breathe out, down. Keep moving, and especially when you move from up, see how far you can keep the fingers interlocked. One last round. And coming back to the center, release. Now let's move the neck. Keep the shoulders open, making neck rotations. Breathe out, bring your chin down. As you breathe in, drawing a big circle with the nose or the chin. Go up, and as you breathe out, come down the other half of the circle. And then you can go in the reverse direction. Breathe in as you go up. Breathe out as you come down. Change the direction with every round. Let's go for a few more rounds. Freeing up the neck muscles. See how wide you can make the circle. You can finish the last round. And come back to the center. Now raising your arms as you breathe in. Let's go with some lateral stretches. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel that you're being lengthened sideways. Feel that stretch coming from the outside of the waist, the side of the hip joint also. Swaying easily from one side to the other. One last round on both sides. And then you can come back to the center. Keep your arms raised. We'll go into a twist now. Breathing out, place the opposite palm on the knee. Look behind. Breathe in, come up to the center. Breathe out, twist to the other side. So let's continue. 2 more rounds on both sides. Every time you twist, see if you can keep the back straight, inch a little deeper into the twist. Last round on both sides. And coming back to the center, relax your arms. And now we'll come up to a standing position. So you can slowly stand up. Time to move the lower body. With the hands on the waist only, let's just raise the heels and bring them down. Stretching, waking up all the muscles in the legs. Now let's do it with the arms also. Interlock your fingers, flip them down, raise into a Tadasana. First adjust the stretch, raise your heels. And as you breathe out, bring the heels down, place your palms on your head. Let's continue. See how much you are aware of all the parts. Coming down as gently as you are going up. Control of all muscles in the toes, in the legs. Now for one last time, we'll raise and hold there for a few breaths. Relaxed breathing, you are active but not clenching, nor passive anywhere. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release the heels. You can release the hands as well. Time for our Surya Namaskaras. You can come to the top of your mat. We'll start with the Surya Namaskaras. Give me a moment. Come into a Samasthiti at the top of your mat. Check the weight on both your feet. That is a very good indication of whether you're maintaining a perfect balance in your weight on both feet. Active in every part, mentally, physically, prepared as if you're about to move. Take a relaxed breath in. As you breathe out, palms together, Pranayama. First round, let's just hold the postures for a bit. Take another breath here. Breathing in now, raise your arms up. Lengthen upward first. And then gently taking the hands even behind the head. If you're comfortable, look up. Allow the chest to come forward. Allow the belly and the hips to come forward. If you're feeling a compression in the back, try to reach your arms upward a little more. Backward and upward. So you don't want to create a compression, you're extending, lengthening backward. Active in your breathing. Now slowly straighten up, and as you start breathing out, start hinging from the hips, going forward into your forward fold. Feel free to bend your knees in the first round. Once you're fully down, you can straighten your knees if needed. Drop your head also, looking towards your knees. Feel the stretches on the different parts. Check the weight across the feet. Are you pressing equally into the front of the feet as the back, the sides? As you breathe in, now take the right leg back, placing the knee down. You can stretch the toes out and try to become active. If you're not active with the torso, Your palms will be pressing into the mat. So how active can you be in the chest, belly, the back muscles, active in the back leg, allowing the hips to open up, going down closer to the floor with the hips. Relaxed breathing. And as you breathe out next, tuck the toes, lift the knee and go into a plank, gently sliding the left leg back. Make sure your hips are neither too low, sinking to the floor, nor too high. Right in the middle. Active in your fingers and palms, your heels pointing to the back of the room. Breathe in and bring your knees down. Ashtanga Namaskara. Breathing out, leaning forward to bring the chest tension down, like a push-up. If your belly touches the floor, lift your hips up so that the belly is not touching the floor. Try to find that ease in this awkward position. As you breathe in next, see if you can slide forward with the body a little. Place the belly down, stretch the toes out, and gently lifting the head up slightly. You're using more of the upper back, chest muscles, Bhujangasana. There is a little bit of pressure on the palms also, pressing into the mat, but more of the work coming from the upper body. Every time you breathe in, you can feel that you're drawing fresh energy to all parts of the body. As you breathe out, going into a mountain, Parvatasana, tuck your toes, lift your belly, hips off the mat. And if you need to, you can step forward one step with your feet to go into your mountain. Once you're here, check if you're active in the palms and fingers and feel that someone is gently pulling your hips, holding you by the waist, pulling the hips upward. Is your breathing relaxed? As you breathe in next, looking to the front edge of the mat, step the right foot forward. As an intermediate step, you can even place the knees down and then step the foot forward. Now again, looking to the front. Remain aware of the back leg, of all the muscles in the back, the belly, chest, your shoulders active, trying to stay open in the chest. All muscles in the arms active, not just the palms and wrists. Relaxed, easy breathing. And as you breathe out next, tuck the back toes, lift that knee, being active in that back foot, step it forward, coming into your forward fold, drop your head. Check if you're clenching. Relax all the muscles in the forward fold, Uttanasana. You can use every breath to open up and go a little deeper into the pose. Now to come up without straining the back, bring your hands by the side of the ears, engage your core slightly, which means you can gently pull the belly button in, and as you breathe in, come up all the way with the whole of the upper body. Lengthening upward, gently arching back. You can either join the palms or keep them parallel. Doesn't matter. Be active in the muscles on the front of the body now. Relaxed in your breathing. Remember, you're not bending downward to the back. You're still lengthening upward, arching back gently. And as you breathe out next, straighten up, bring the palms in front of the chest. Take a few breaths here. And bringing your hands down by the sides. Observe how your body is feeling after this first round. Has your breath varied a lot? It's okay if it has. Allow it to settle down. Are there any strong sensations or discomfort? Allow that to settle down as well. Coming back to a state of samasthiti, neutral, balance. Now we'll go for 1.5 rounds, a little more actively. When we move active with active breathing, we are bringing that flow of energy. The sun's energy, we say, Surya Namaskara, because we are starting with the right leg. So in this practice, we are bringing more of an activating, energizing feeling in the body, opening up the muscles, bringing more lightness. So now, preparing to move through the practice, let's go with the remaining 1.5 cycles. We've done half cycle where we took the right leg back, came back with the right leg forward. Now let's go with the left back this time. Exhale, take a nice breath in. Breathing out, palms together in front of the chest. Breathe in, raise, lengthen and arch back. Breathing out into your forward fold. Breathing in, left leg back. Horse rider's pose, looking to the front. Breathing out, tucking your toes, going into your plank, shift and bring your shoulders right above the wrist. Breathe in, knees down. Breathe out, chest and chin down. Breathing in to Cobra Bhujangasana. Breathing out to Parvatasana. Breathing in, left foot forward between your palms. Breathing out, right foot forward. Breathing in, active in the core and the whole upper body, coming up all the way. Breathing out, palms in front of the chest. Breathe in, hands down by the sides. Take a breath or two. Observe your breathing. Your breathing might increase here, which is good. Just let it settle down a little bit. If it's very fast, you will cause more discomfort in the body. So allow it to settle down. Mentally, when you're feeling easy, the next full cycle, 2 halves. You can take your time, go at your own pace, or move along with me. This time I will only give the cues for breathing in this round. Adjusting, preparing. Every breath, remember, you can use it. As you breathe in, feel that you're drawing fresh energy to give you the stamina. As you breathe out, feel that you're releasing any tightness, tension in the body. So I'll begin now. Breathe in. Breathing out, palms together. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, left leg back this time. Sorry, right leg back. Breathe out. Keep moving. Breathe in, knees down. Breathe out, chest and chin down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, right foot forward. Breathe out, left forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, hands down by your sides. Let's just take 2 rounds of breath here. Keep the belly soft and relaxed. And through the movements, you can engage the core a little more, which means gently tucking the belly in, tucking the tailbone in. You hold that, that will help you move faster, move more active without straining the back. Let's begin the last half cycle. Breathe in here in Samasthiti. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left forward. Exhale. Inhale, coming up. Exhale. Inhale, hands down by your sides. And take a few breaths now. Settle down. Observe your breathing, your heartbeat. With the continuous flow, notice the effects. Observe all the subtle sensations through the body. Can you feel the blood circulation, the heartbeat, the pulsing in different parts of the body? Allow your breathing, the body, and the mind to feel a little more comfortable, relaxed. When you're feeling a little more stable, you can come to the center of your mat and just sit down in Vajrasana for a bit. Sitting on your heels. Stay with your eyes closed. Today we'll do a twist in Vajrasana. So if you have discomfort in the ankles in this pose, you can place that folded sheet under your ankles. If you're feeling a lot of tightness in the knees, you can place a sheet here between the thighs and the calf muscles. If you're comfortable, stay as you are. And we'll go into a twist from here. So breathing in, you raise your arms, lengthening the spine. Breathing out, you twist to the left. Place one palm on the knee or on the thigh. The other hand, just wrap it around your back, as if you're trying to bring that hand to the front on the side. Just keep it on the side of your waist. And look back. Remain aware of every part of the body. Five, Stay active in the core muscles, upper back, chest, so that there is a lightness in how your hands are placed. You're not pressing the palms too much. And one. Now gently, as you breathe in, raise your arms. Breathing out, we twist to the other side. Place one palm on the knee, the other hand just wrapped around your back. Looking over your shoulder. You can close your eyes and observe every part of the body. Are you allowing any part to feel pressed either against the floor, against another part of the body? 4, 3. If you feel like you're clenching, relax the muscles. If you're pressing hard with some part, see if you can be active in some other part around that area or in some other part of the body. And 1. Now slowly, as you breathe in, raise your arms. Relax. You can take your legs forward. Stretch them out in front. Coming to Dandasana. So sitting in Dandasana, place your palms by the side of your buttocks. Dandasana actually is where you can place your palms here and straighten the spine. Even if you need to press in a little, see how much you can lengthen the spine, keeping the shoulders open. Now we'll go into what is known as hero's pose or Virasana. We'll just go with one leg at a time, just to see how comfortable we are with it. So Virasana, unlike what we did, the Vajrasana, Thunderbolt pose, Vajrasana is where we sit this way on the heels, or sometimes people sit this way in the middle of their heels. Now Virasana, what we do, we move the heels apart and sit in the middle. Now for that, you can use this blanket that we have for support. So what you can do is, let's start with one leg. So you keep one leg straight and bend the other, just bend the other leg. If you can, turn the toes inward towards the back. Otherwise, it's okay if the toes are sideways. Now, when you do this, check if this hip, you're folding the right leg, is the right hip lifting off the mat? If you are like this, lopsided a little. If you can sit with both buttocks touching the mat, that's good. If you can't, this is okay. But for that, what you will do, make a small fold with the mat and place it under the other hip so that both hips are even. Now this is lifted up. Let's lift this one also up so you can place the blanket under and sit with that there. So try, observe. If you need to, place that blanket underneath the buttock on the opposite side. And keeping the legs straight. Check your toes also. Can you point them backwards? So it can be pointed backwards, or if that feels challenging for the ankle, it's okay to keep it sideways for now. Slowly we will open the body up. Just staying here for 4, 3. Any stretch that you're feeling, do you think you can stay with it for a while, being okay with that discomfort? Observe carefully. If something is not feeling right, your body knows. It will indicate if something feels like you're hurting the body. And slowly release the leg. You can relax, move that sheet from under your buttock if you have it there. Let's try that on the other side as well. Bending the left leg. If you are comfortable, turn the toes to the back. Check if your buttocks are both on the floor. If not, use the sheet. You can make it as thick or thin as you need to make sure both buttocks are feeling even. And stay there. By observing with a relaxed mind, you start becoming more alert to what's happening in the body. There is a kind of discomfort when the muscles are stretching or getting compressed. But there is a discomfort when there's something is being stretched way beyond its capacity, or you're hurting the joints. So you need to be able to differentiate. Intuitively, you will know if there is a sharp pain, too much of a stretch, is when you need to come out. So for now, let us slowly come out of the pose. Take a moment. Observe how you're feeling. And now we go into the full Virasana, hero's pose, where you take the legs back. You start from a kneeling position. You can kneel with your knees just a little away from each other. Move the toes outward, move the feet outward. Now you can keep that blanket or sheet ready. Roll it up. You can even use a cushion if you need, a small cushion if you have. Push it behind so that the buttocks sit on that. And if you're feeling very comfortable, you can use something thinner, or you can see if you can sit down fully with the buttocks directly on the mat as well. Yes, if it's a thin sheet, you can even fold it the other way, maybe see if you can find, or even use a cushion. That might make it easier initially. Just squishing it and placing it between your legs. Yes, turn it sideways or whichever way. Yeah, only your buttocks should come on it. Keep that. Yes, your feet are on the side. So if you want to just fold up the cushion or make it like a roll, it's almost like if this is the cushion, you just fold it halfway and then sit on it, or find. Take your time to adjust. If it's too much, if it's very intense, you can even stay on your palm or do it one leg at a time. You can keep both things if you want also, the cushion and the sheet that you have. We are just exploring how much the knees, the joints, and the ankles can take that little bit of stretch and stress. Or if it's too intense, even use your palms a little to prop yourself a little higher. Relaxed breathing is when you allow the posture to take you deeper into the stretches, releasing some tightness around the knees, ankles. 3. Can you observe any discomfort and be okay with it? And 1. You can slowly use your palms to prop yourself up and move if you have a blanket or a cushion, and release your legs to the front. We'll come to a lying down position now. Lie down on your back. Lying down on your back. Bend your knees, bringing them closer. Roll on your back side to side. And coming back to the center, open the knees out. Hold your toes with the 2 fingers of each hand Just make a hook around the big toes. And we'll try to stretch the legs out in a V shape, opening them as wide as you can, trying to straighten the knees. Doesn't matter if you can or not. So this is not the happy baby that we do. This is where you can straighten the knees. Go as far as you're comfortable. Staying with your relaxed breath. Trying not to clench in the toes, in the feet. Allowing the stretches to release tightness. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently bring the feet back together. Bring the knees together. Place your palms behind the thighs. Cross your feet at the ankles. Let's rock back and forth a few times. So when you come forward, bend your knees. That will give you the momentum to sit up. And when you go back, straighten the legs back. Change my direction. Yes. So get that momentum. You can keep your back rounded. See if you can roll all the way back to your neck. Yes. Now, you can just observe what I'm doing. As you prop up and lift your hips next time, can you move your palms down to just prop and hold up there? You'll need to use your elbows for support to just prop and hold there. Just a little bit. Keep rocking. Use that momentum. When you go up, yes, you can bring your elbows in a little. Make sure the load is not on the neck, it's on the shoulders. And just staying there for 5. Viparita Karani, which brings a downward flow of lymphatic fluid from the legs. 3, 2. Check again if you're passively allowing the weight to be on your palms. Be active in the legs, the core muscles. Now slowly bend your knees, roll your back onto the mat. Slowly releasing the hips. Yes. And hug your knees again. Just roll side to side once. And now placing your, stretching your legs out in front of you. Let's give a counter stretch for the neck. Suppose we have strained the neck. Just prop yourself up on your elbows, keeping the chest and shoulders open, and then drop your head back. Stay light and active through all the parts, even your feet, your palms, elbows, for 3, 2, 1. Slowly release your elbows, slide them down, lie down. We'll go into a twist now. Bend your knees. Open your arms out at shoulder level. Bring your knees to the chest or even placed on the floor is fine. Slowly drop your legs to the left. Turn your head to the right. And close your eyes. Start relaxing, letting go. Make sure the legs are relaxed. Your hips, buttocks relax. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now gently bring your legs, bring your head to the center. Let's twist to the other side. So let your feet settle down first and slowly allow the legs to relax. Looking in the opposite direction, let go into the twist. Close your eyes. Observe your breathing. Allow the body to open up a little more with every breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently coming back to the center. Placing your palms on your knees. You can roll once on your side, on either side, just to make sure there is no pinching, compression. Coming back to the center, point your feet up, your palms towards the ceiling. Clench and release your fingers and toes a few times. Now take your legs to the mat, take your hands overhead. Let's tighten, clench all the muscles. Point your toes, clench your fists. Tightening every part and then release. Relax. Bring your hands down by the sides. Time for Shavasana. Keep your feet apart. Hands a little away from the body. See how far away is comfortable for you. And time to let go. Stay aware of the whole body. And as you breathe out, feel that you're releasing every part of the body, allowing it to feel heavier on the mat. The moment the body settles down, the mind starts settling down, we start feeling this deep silence within and around us. Try to listen to that silence and stay with that. If the mind is not able to feel the silence or stay with it, simply observe your natural breathing and stay with that. Every breath, feeling the effect on the body. If you can feel that silence, stay as if you're listening to it. Is there a sound to that silence? Which means, do you hear something subtle, constant, as you keep listening to the silence? Something that isn't changing at all. If not, just stay with that silence, the stillness. That silence is the space where the deeper healing of the body-mind happens. So allow your mind to get comfortable with the silence, to enjoy just being there. Now, staying with that silence in the background, if you're lying down, you can slowly come up to a seated position, becoming aware of the body, bringing some activeness. If you want, give yourself another stretch, turning to one side, maintaining that silence in the background. Sit back up, adjusting your posture with the back straight. Observe your breathing. And just feel that your breath is flowing directly deep into the belly. Feel the movement in the muscles of the abdomen. With hardly any movement in the chest. As if the breath is flowing deeper into the body and coming up and out from there. Now just move your attention to the throat and feel the air, the breath passing in the throat. Keep your chin slightly tucked in. You can breathe in a little heavier just to observe the sound in the throat as you breathe in and out. With the chin slightly tucked in, you're not bending forward, just pushing it inward a little. You're creating a resistance in the windpipe, which causes a hissing sound. Keep observing. And it sounds like the waves hitting the shore on the beach. Go for one more round with the heavier breathing. And then let go of the effort. Stay with your attention on the throat. Without any sound, very gentle, subtle with the breath. Can you still feel the breath in the throat? A subtler, gentler Ujjayi. You will notice the breath is longer. The mind can go easily into deep meditative states from here. It's like you're feeling the breath, but it's still not very obvious in the throat. Just for a minute, we'll stay here before we end our practice. Ujjayi calms the mind and the nervous system, and therefore all the internal organ systems. When the mind is calm, our decisions are better. The way we interact with the world changes. We feel more calm and positive, even despite challenges in the outer world. Now you can stop the practice, become aware of the whole body. Try to stay with that mental ease and calm. And whenever you remember during the day, just for a few seconds or a minute, bring your attention to the throat and try to feel the breath. That itself will calm mental activity, bring you to a more centered space. With that thought, let us end our practice, bringing the palms together, feeling thankful to this body and mind that supported you in today's practice and are constantly supporting you in everything you do. And with that gratitude, let us wish well for all beings with the closing prayer. Take a breath in. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You can rub your palms. Feel that energy between your palms. Move it to your eyes. You can move it across your face and the whole body one. Or if any specific part is feeling sore, you can even just place your palms on that part for a while. And then slowly cupping your eyes, blink them open. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you, Lalita.